Okay, the first technology that I'd like to share with you is SeeSaw. SeeSaw is an application that I use in my classroom. This is the web-based version that my students use nearly every day in my classroom. There's also an app version that parents and grandparents and other relatives are able to access to see their students' work. You can see here that this is kind of like my dummy class. I don't want to share my normal class with you because of my students' privacies and things like that, but I just wanted to share with you SeeSaw. I think it's a great interactive tool so that my kids can show what they've learned and share with both me and their parents. We're able to both comment and communicate with the students and give back some feedback. It's basically a digital portfolio, and you're able to archive this class at the end of the year to keep it so that you can have it for years to come, or if you need to go back and look something for a previous teacher or anything like that if they have any questions or concerns. So let's go ahead and get started. This is the teacher's class I've created here. You would go to the web-based version if you were going to create a class, and it would be seesaw.me is where you would go to start. Here's where you, it's basically really user-friendly. There's lots of videos, lots of Facebook support groups that you can go on and get lots of really great ideas for how to use this program in your classroom. So the first thing I'm going to do is go over here to this little wrench, and if I click on my wrench, you can see here that I have some class settings. So here's my class name. I've created this teacher class. I teach 3rd grade. I can change the color of the background if I want. I can make it purple. Down here, I can decide on how my students are going to sign in. Am I going to give them a class code? I am going to allow them to sign in with their Google account if they're old enough to have an email account, like a Gmail or something like that, then they can sign in that way. Down here a little further, we have Manage Students, and this is where you would add your student's name if you wanted to add them into your classroom. You would add the student there. Just like this, and then you can see that all of them at the moment have different avatars up here, and then whenever the students actually sign in with their account, they're able to change those and customize those to what they would like as well. So that's how you add students into your classroom. And then if you keep going down here, you can change some different settings and things like this. So students are allowed to like and comment on other students' works. You can turn that off if you would like, or you can keep it on. It's completely up to you. This one here on the student comments, new comments require approval. So if you are going to keep them to where they're able to comment, you want to make sure that maybe that's something that you look at first before they get posted, because we definitely want to make sure that we are staying positive and constructive and not trying to be hurtful or mean. Students can see other students' works. I think that this is a really important one. Of course, I want them to be able to see their work, but maybe there again, I may or may not be able to allow them to comment. New items require approval. I think that this one is a must. Every time a student posts something to their class journal, I want to make sure that I see it before it gets posted so that parents and other administrators or family members aren't going, what? I can look at that and make sure it's appropriate before we post it. Enable family access. So if I click this one here, you can allow the families to come in and join in the journal, and then there again you can invite the families by either sending home a paper invitation or sending out emails. So you're allowing the parents and the families to connect to their child's portfolio. You can also do some comments if you want the parents to comment and share. So you have some on and off freedoms there as well. So let's jump into creating an activity. So you can do many things with SeeSaw. One of the activities that I really like to do is fluency with the activities. So if I want to create an activity, I can, but SeeSaw just recently added an activity library. So I would click on activities here, and then I would go to my activity library, and here you can see many activities that students are allowed to work on and add to their journal. This is one that I really enjoy right here. This is the reading fluency. The great thing about SeeSaw is it takes the students step by step on how to do it. There's a place here where you can click. The students can listen to play instructions. I'm going to hit choose so I can add that to the journals. And then I'm going to hit share. So whenever I do that, I will be able to see that this is an activity that whenever a student logs in to their SeeSaw account, there will be a little notification over in their activities button that they have an activity waiting for them to do. So the great thing is they can either read this information here or they can play the instructions here. Basically what they're going to do is they're going to tap this add button, which is this green plus arrow here, or excuse me, this green plus button here, and they're going to do what it says. They're going to take a photo of the picture of the book, they're going to tap the mic, they're going to read the page aloud, and then add the check to add it to their journal. It's really that simple. There's an inbox application so that you can have conversations with both students and parents. So it's kind of like your own private little email. There are some skills that you can add here if you would like to maybe do like a standards base. You can see here that this particular aspect of it does cost, but there is a 60-day free trial. And then there's a blog. So you could have the students create pieces that they're going to add to their journals or what have you, and maybe they just publish it or add it to their blog, and then they can share with other SeeSaw users throughout the world. So I really enjoy SeeSaw. I love the fact that students are able to go in and see that they have done things. So if I go into a student's journal, then all of the activities that they've done or that I've assigned should be completed, and they're able to see those. So I hope you really take a look at SeeSaw. There's really a lot that you can do with it, and it's really great for family members that are states or countries away, and they're able to be involved in their grandchild's or their nieces or nephews' education. So it's a really great tool.